What's up guys, my name is Josh, and today I got the new amplifier in, and I'll show you what it is in a second. For now, I kind of just want to talk about why I chose what I chose. But first, let's go ahead and open the box up and see what's inside of it. Real quick before we get started, I kind of want to... Okay, so... Amplifier's broken. Just kidding. I just filled it with shit. Hopefully that got at least one of you. If it did, totally worth it. No, I got an Audio GD NFB 1 amp. And I know this wasn't part of my options, and I'll get into why I chose this particular amp. This thing is huge. It's about 11 pounds. Not sure the diameters exactly. I think it's about 15 by, I want to say 9 or 10. Not sure, but that's not super important. Let's get into the reasons why I have this particular amp. Okay, so really this was a conglomeration of a few different circumstances. One, I happen to be looking for an amp. I happen to know a guy who is selling an amp. That was kind of what I was looking for, and also right in the proper budget range for me. A little bit on the top end of that, but it's definitely a fair price for what this thing costs brand new. He's a patron of mine, and pretty much everything he sent me has been in really good condition, this included. So I definitely trusted that I was getting a good quality deal, which definitely played into why I bought what I bought. So I said in the I need an amplifier video that I wanted to get an amplifier and a DAC built in, and I wanted it to be an all-in-one. And I decided against that. And the reason why is because I wanted to be able to test a amp or a DAC separately. You know, if I have my standard amplifier and my standard DAC, anything outside of that, I get to be able to change out the other electronics and use something that I'm already familiar with, rather than having an amp DAC combo that I know. And then when I change the DAC, I also have to add an amplifier into it. So basically this just worked out a little bit better. Yes, total cost was a little bit more, but the versatility of me as a reviewer is definitely increased because of this. So I'm not gonna get super into specs. I'll get a little bit more into specs in the actual review whenever that comes out, you know, once I've heard just a ton of headphones on it. But I basically want to go over my first impressions of the sound. If you want to know more about this device, go ahead and click that link down below. It'll take you to the Audio Gun website. It's not the best site in the world, but hopefully you can get the point. So outside of, you know, just having the right opportunity, why this particular amplifier? Because if I had the money, I could have bought anything else that was in the range and still been good, as long as I didn't get screwed over on getting like a broken product or anything. And there's kind of two main reasons. One, this produces a absolute crap ton of power. I think at 25 ohms, it'll do like 9.9 watts. Like, it's super powerful. It's got multiple inputs, multiple outputs, high-low gain, and that's pretty much it. It's a simple amplifier that does one thing, and it does it really well. And by all accounts, including what I've heard so far, it's very neutral. And Karawong, I'm not sure. I'll leave a link to his channel down below. I just watched the review last night. I got this actually a couple days ago. I'm kind of lying about getting it today. Today is actually my birthday. I got this a couple days ago. Happy birthday, me. As if you're viewing this, my birthday was a day ago, so you're late, asshole. But he pretty much has the most informative video of this amplifier that I could find. I'll leave a link to that video. He's definitely a bigger channel than I am, but you know, if you've never heard of him, there you go check him out. But him and pretty much everyone I talked to didn't really have anything bad to say about this specific amplifier. In fact, I pretty much only heard good things. I've heard a few bad things about the company in general. People not saying that they have the best build quality of like Audio GD, but a lot more often than not, people had good things to say. And honestly, there's no amplifier company out there, and I've seen all of my comments on all of my videos, there's not really an amplifier company out there that everyone unanimously agrees is the best. Like, shit has the people who follow them and the people who dislike them. Audio God has people who follow them and people who dislike them. Topping, Ayun, iFi, I mean, they all have the people who like and dislike them. But I haven't really heard anybody complain about this being anything but neutral. And for my purposes, that's exactly what I want, because personally I was chasing after a new amplifier for like my own personal needs, but I would say my personal choice was about 25% of my final decision. The other 75% was honestly taking into account YouTube, and that's where the power and the neutrality come in. One, I wanted neutrality to be able to tell, okay, if I get a new DAC in here or a new set of headphones, I want the amplifier to have as little influence on both of those as possible. I've heard a few people say it now, but basically you want your amplifier to disappear and you just hear the music. And that was really the goal with this thing. And so I wanted that transparency, I wanted that neutrality from an amplifier, but I also, for versatility of people sending me things, I wanted something with a lot of power, so I can power everything from IEMs on low gain to HE6s on high gain. And yeah, that's just kind of the reasoning behind why I got what I got. And I'd love to know what you think about this amp, if you have any experience with it, or what's your preferred amp? Do you like something else? Do you prefer the sound of shit, or do you like Aoun? Or any other company? I'd love to hear it down below. 6XX versus 4XX video coming out tomorrow. Patreon link is down in the description if you want to join, and if you appreciate what I do here. Other than that, I'm gonna go continue to enjoy the rest of my birthday, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.